Here's my X-T3 with the Canon 10-18. I've left the grip on and we're using it, of course, with the FeiyuTech AK2000. Now in this video, seeing as we unboxed it, we had a first look and I was pretty impressed. I wanted to just throw up some of my rough samples with it. Now I'm not the kind of person to use one of these things running around going crazy. In fact, for me, this is a little bit heavier than what I personally need, but it's pretty well featured and I can connect to the app. Currently I haven't got it working with the Fuji X-T3 directly linked up to this thing to use all the other bits and pieces that are in there, but I do have a couple of little tips that I want to put forward. There's one that I want to put in another video that I found quite a while ago, and now I find that certain other manufacturers do have what looks like a very cool, I don't know if I should say competitor to this or whatever. They're marketing it as one of the pros of their new unit, but you can do it with this. That's something else I want to talk about. But first, I'm going to throw up a bunch of samples with this just to see if really carrying this weighty thing really is worth your while. I mean, I think you know the answer, but I need to look at this footage for myself and have a good play with this thing. Probably doing a bit of a random, hold on, vlogging kind of thing like that. Maybe on my next job tomorrow, which is at a golf course. So if I get a chance, I'll get this thing out the car and have a little play. Anyway, let's crack on with the samples. I hope you get something out of this, but really it's all about the comments below. Share your tips and ideas so that, well, we can get along better with these kind of things for our Fuji gear. See you below, well, after this randomness. We're here at Marriott Forest of Arden at a golf charity event that I'm shooting. So I'm on a little break now. I think I've got to wait, what's another 18 holes? Oh man, I gotta wait some time. So I thought I'd have a little play, rip around with this thing and see how we get on. So you get to see random, possibly not that interesting footage, but is it stable? That's the point.
Have you got any chocolate?
Bottom of the fridge.
Is that what you got, bars and tricks, yeah?
Yeah.
Get Paul Raid in the air.
What do you want, mate? Get 4 of each.
Twix sounds good to me.
4 of each, yeah? How many Travis? 7. Any drinks?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, alright. Okay. Get some more drinks and just...
He'll be back in eventually.
That's probably it. I'm going to lose them all. I've got some in the back. Right, mate, have you got some with us by the board?
Yeah.
Ching ching.
There we go.
There we go.
18 done.
Yeah?
That was a pleasant one.
Nice.
Some great shots.
Hey! See if you know this guy here. Who are you?
I am one of the famous golfers in town.
Oh yeah, golfer for West Bromwich Albion.
That's it.
We won't talk about them. I don't even know if we're in it, I can't tell. What with there being no screen. Right, now we're in lock mode. Let's see how we fare walking down this path. Let me take it off my stomach and hold it out with 2 arms and see how it gets on. Now it's locked on, technically on the screen, I guess, pointing at that bush, but as I'm just moving myself forwards, now as we haven't got a Z counterbalance business going on here, we might find a tiny bit of up and down rocking, which I am seeing, and because it's fixed, it doesn't want to follow this path at all. I'm going to put it on my stomach. That might cause a bit of wobble. I'm clearly a bit of an amateur at this. Now I'm going to follow this path, and I'm expecting this to slowly pan around, so it's not so bad. Now let's see if I stand still and move myself to the right. There you go. Back to HF. Follow this path again. What a boring video. And now we'll see how we get on just simply walking this path in HF. I appreciate this might not be the most exhilarating of tests, but if I want to follow somebody at an event, for example, I'm probably going to be walking at this path, something nice and simple, then they might stop, and then I might pan around to look at the scene, maybe even back to where we came from. Granted, most people probably won't use such a, let's say, heavy unit for daily vlogging. I know there's people out there that do it. I'm not one of them, and it's a pretty tiring experience if you're going to use this thing all day every day. I much prefer something a lot smaller, like my DJI Osmo, which clearly the camera is a whole different level, but you know, this thing, I think, for what it can do and the potential to use most of my cameras, possibly a lot better balanced, it's a good option. Plus this unit has the option for motion time lapses, so you can set a start point, an end point, and get some beautiful motion shots that way. And of course there is the option of face or object tracking, which is not in the manual, but there is a trick to it, which, yes, DJI are kind of promoting as a feature, which is cool. I think I'll do another video on that, because that's something that interests me a lot. I mean, I don't think I'll be walking around with this, doing this too often, but I thought it would be interesting. Sun's come out, so bit of shades. Not bad. Do like this unit, and of course I can just put it down and have a bit of fun, like flick it around and then carry on walking. At the moment I haven't got this Fujifilm connected to this. Yes, Ronin have offered that with the latest. Apparently there's firmware update for the Ronin S as well as the SC, which is coming out, which does look very cool, but to all intents and purposes this has a lot going for it, especially at this price.